There we go. Welcome, welcome again. Sorry, I forgot to record. Okay, so as I was saying, just turn off your cameras and put yourself on mute. And then at the chat box at the bottom of the screen, you can leave any messages or ask me any questions while we're busy going. I will have a look at them after I've done the slideshow. Okay. And then obviously I've recorded the session so that you will get the replay at the end, hopefully within the next week or so. You'll have the replays of all 5 weeks, which you can have a look at. All right. So again, I just want you to make a commitment to yourself that you are on this call, that you ask questions, that you take notes, that you actually engage, because this is the only way you're really going to get the benefit of this course is if you actually do the work. Okay, this is a workshop, which means you have to actually do stuff. All right. I know it's difficult, but that's the only way you can up-level your life. All right. Okay, so let's just do a quick recap. So last week we spoke about the 4-step process that you do. You assess what you've got. So basically you take everything out of the cupboard or out of your desk, you put it in a pile, you ask your 3 questions. Does it serve me? Do I really want it? And will I use it in future? Do I see this in my future? And then if not, you just let it go. You donate it, you trash it. And now you've got a clean space that you can actually use to create the things that you really want. So now that you know that what you've got and what you're short of and what you really need. Okay, and then we spoke about cleaning your desk and how to maintain that. So you use your desk, even if you're busy working on something, at the end of the day, you clean it off, you take your water glass to the kitchen, you drop your tissues and the papers away, you stack all your papers so that tomorrow morning when you come to your desk, you've got a nice clean space and it's a nice environment to walk in to when you start your work day. We also spoke about getting your car spotless, and at the end of every day, take everything out of your car, all the papers, the tissues, the empty water bottles, all the stuff that doesn't belong in the car, take it out, dump it, or store it if you've got a file that you need to put in your office or whatever the case may be. And then also to calendar when you're going to wash your car each week so that it becomes a habit that you do every single week is to clean your car. Either take it to the car wash or do it yourself or get one of your family members or your kids or one of those to do it for you. All right. And then we spoke about your kitchen and some examples to declutter your kitchen and also how to keep it clean and what you need, what your day looks like, what would serve you. So, for example, I mentioned that if you were too tired in the evening, I gave you some tips as to what to do in order to get around that. So you put your dishes in the dishwasher and you wash them in the morning or let it run overnight, or cook on the weekends just to give yourself a little bit of extra time and to save a little bit of your energy. Also, I mentioned that making a schedule of how you're going to be cleaning your kitchen and to put it on the fridge so it's easy to see. You don't have to think about it, or put it in your calendar so it gives you a reminder. Once a week, I need to get a new water bottle out, or whatever the case may be. You need to put the dish towels in the wash and take out some fresh ones. Whatever that schedule is for you, you put it on your fridge, it's there, so you could just look at it at a glance and see what you need to do. All right. And then actually one of my ladies said that they were now using their best crockery and cutlery, which I'm so happy about. Their daughters were actually saying they couldn't believe, they thought their mom had gone bonkers because she was like, oh, no, we deserve to use our best stuff now. So well done to you. Okay, so I think we're ready to start with our slideshow. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's just get the chat box out the way. There we go. Okay, welcome to Decluttering Your Mind and Your Life. All right. Okay, we are going to give your closet some shape. Now, do you actually know what is going on in your closet? Most people don't. If you open the doors, does each piece of clothing have their own hangers? If you have got too many pieces of clothing on the hanger, you have got too much stuff. You need to make a plan with that. So every garment needs to have their own hanger. All right. So if you open your cupboard and you can see everything at a glance, you are good to go. If not, it's time to clean out, because oftentimes you get so much clothes jammed in a space that you don't actually know what's going on, because as you're pulling something out, something slips to the back. It's just not a good situation. You've got too much stuff. Take the stuff out. Okay, that's what we do. We are now assessing. So you take everything out of your closet, and then you're going to clean your closet. You're going to wipe it down, wipe the rods, wipe the shelves, clean it out with some soapy water. You can even put some of those sachets, those nice smelling sachets in there as well, which is also a good idea. Okay, you take everything out, clean the closet, and then you're going to ask your 3 questions of each single piece of clothing. Does it serve me? Do I really want it? Am I going to wear this in the future? Does my future me wear this article of clothing? Okay, if the answer is anything but yes, it stays out of your closet. Okay, so you put things back into your closet only if the answer to any of one of these questions is yes. Now, I did this in the beginning of last year with my closet. And I actually, because I had put on a few kilograms, and I tried on every single item, my dresses, my tops, my skirts, and my pants. I tried on every single item in my closet. And if it didn't fit, it left. I'll put it away. If it did fit, or I wasn't quite happy with what I liked, it also didn't go back into my cupboard. So this is what I want you to do. So a nice place to start is, if you've got too much stuff, you can always start with a capsule wardrobe. So you have a few pieces. I mean, oftentimes, if you look on Instagram, you'll get you can get 50 outfits out of, 10 items or something. I mean, you see these kind of things on Instagram and Pinterest and so on all the time. So it is possible to have a few pieces of clothing, and then you just supplement with a beautiful scarf or some jewelry or beautiful belts or brooches, or just to give your outfit a little bit of zhuzh. Okay, so there's also, you could do that. You could start with a capsule wardrobe if you're not sure where to go. And also, if it doesn't fit, please don't let it back into your cupboard. If it is too big, take it out of your cupboard. If it's too small, take it out of your cupboard. You have to wear clothes that fit your figure right now. Because if you wear something that's too small, you're going to feel horrible, because you keep on saying, oh, no, this doesn't fit and this is too tight and I'm uncomfortable. You're not going to lose the weight. Your mindset has got to be of a person who feels comfortable, who feels good and beautiful in their clothes. And if it doesn't fit, get rid of it. And too big clothes, the same thing. You're hiding your body. Don't put it in your closet. Take it out. Okay, then other things are, if you've got holes in your clothes, get rid of them, please. No holes. I don't care if it's your favorite t-shirt. Go and find another t-shirt, but get it out of your closet. If your zip is broken, take all the broken items or things that need to be fixed or go to a tailor, put them aside as well, and then at the door, and then the next morning you grab them and you take them to the tailor straight away. Doesn't go back in your closet and you're going to say that you're going to do it next week, because you're not going to do it. Okay. So if it's a yes to any of these questions, it goes back into your closet. If it's a no, you donate it or you throw it away. You put it at the door before you leave the next morning, and you take it with you and donate wherever you're going to donate. All right. Okay. And if you've got too much stuff, let it go. You don't need, unless your uniform or you wear black every single day, you don't need 10 black t-shirts. You can have a few and the rest you get rid of. Okay. So everything that you see, your shelving, all your clothes should be neatly packed so that you can see at a glance what you've got. I have bought these drawer organizers that I put my underwear in. So I've got a thing that I put my bras in so I can see exactly what my bras look like. I've got my underwear rolled up, and I've got little containers where I could see them. Also with my socks, so they're not lying in there, and I can see exactly what I've got, and it's all neat and clean. So do yourself a favor, get yourself some drawer organizers. It really makes a huge difference. Okay, and now this also helps you practice to make a decision. Okay, it's a yes or a no. There's nothing in between. So this is a good practice to have. Okay. Okay, now go and donate your stuff. All right. Okay, then we are going to rock your storage. Okay, now I don't understand what's up with storage. Why would you want to pay somebody else to store stuff that you don't use? It's crazy, isn't it? It's like, why do we even have a storage unit if we don't use the stuff? The only reason to have storage unit is if you've got an active hobby or pastime. For example, you do camping or you go caravanning. You've got the storage space to store your caravan or your camping stuff, okay? Or you have a boat, or you scuba, so you've got all your scuba gear. But if you don't use it within a year, let it go. You've got to, that's why I said it's an active hobby. So if you use it in a year, so it could be seasonal. So maybe you have skis, so you use the skis every winter, or water skis, you use them in the summer. But that's it. If you use it every year, that's fine. You can have your storage for that. It's actually, but if you didn't use it this year, let it go. Let it go. Now, all those, we don't have basements, but we've got garages and we've got Wendy houses and there's storage garages, and clear them all out. Your garage shouldn't contain anything except your car. Although we don't often have a lot of space in our houses here, so there are things that do spill over in our garage. So you may have a toolbox or, excuse me, a cupboard that has your Christmas decorations or that kind of stuff, because that you use once a year. All right. So I live in quite a nice neighborhood, and often I drive past these garages and the doors are open and they have got boxes and all sorts of stuff in the garage, and they have got really nice cars outside, and that's where the car lives. Now, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask them a question. Maybe you do this. But are those boxes worth more than your car? I don't think so. I really, unless you've got like really expensive jewelry in there, but then that's normally in your safe, not in a box in the garage. All right, so you follow the same procedure. You clean everything out of your storage. You clean everything out of your garage. You do your 3 steps. Is it really necessary? Do you really want it? And do you see your future self using it? And if you go yes, but you don't use it for the next year it goes. The year after that, it goes. So only the things that are really, really necessary, put it back into the garage. Okay. So If you don't need the storage space, it's costing you money. Let it go. Whatever's in there that you don't use, sell it, donate it, get rid of it, stop paying storage. We did a little survey a little while ago, and the amount of money people spend on storage is absolutely phenomenal. That's why we've got storage units going up all over the place, because it's really good business. And why? Okay. All right. Okay. So put only back what's really necessary. Now, I was saying that we battle a little bit with space sometimes. So you may find that your washing machine or your tumble dryer goes in the garage, which is fine, but make sure it works, because that's something you would probably use every day. So if you don't have a lot of space, really keep what your necessities, only necessities, into the garage. Okay. For the rest, dump, sell, donate, trash. And if you think something's worth it, but it doesn't work, then donate it or get it fixed and sell it, or get it fixed and use it. But don't put it back into the garage until it's fixed. This will give you a little bit of incentive to actually just go after that. Okay. And then Barbara Hemphill, this quote by her is very good. Clutter is no more than postponed decisions. So we were talking earlier about this whole decluttering process is such a good practice for you to make decisions. Okay. All right, we are going to get you out from all the paper. Okay, now this is one of my important things that I would like to tell you to do, because it is really so important. You need to do this, and I'm going to be a little bit macabre, but when you die, this is going to be really important. Your most important, your documents, your life documents. So all these papers need to be in one place, because you don't want your family or friends having to sift through a bunch of documents to find important things. They're already grieving for you. Don't make them go through all the hassle of dealing with all your paperwork that's not in order. So all your life documents you should put in a folder, and that's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. I'll show you. I bought a folder. See, it's one of these folders which got some pockets. I haven't folded yet because I'm busy doing it. But you put all your life documents in. Now, by life documents, I mean birth certificates, your birth certificate, your husband's, your children's birth certificates, your marriage certificates, your passports. Okay, your IDs you normally keep on you, but your passports, your testament, your will, any trust documents that you have, any life insurance documents that you have, any, a lot of times you have, because if you've got clothing accounts, that kind of stuff, they offer you insurance, so that if something does happen to you, that insurance will actually pay for your account. So any of those kind of insurance documents. Then also a list of accounts, your bank accounts with their passwords, any clothing accounts, any things that you don't actually even think about, your Instagram account, your Facebook account, your YouTube account, your Amazon account, all the places you have an account with, that requires passwords and all that kind of stuff. Keep it all in one place. You don't really have to tell anybody about this stuff, but keep it all in one place, because if they are looking for your documents when you pass, they can just grab the folder that's all going to be there. Also, a list of all your advisors, your broker, your banker. Now, I know advisors change every couple of weeks, but any advisors, accountants, brokers, etc., all that kind of stuff, keep it all in one space. And this is what I'm working on at the moment. My fiance has got one for me, and I have got a pack of documents for him, so that we know that if something happens, we don't have to stress about sorting all of the stuff out. And do this as soon as possible. Please don't delay. Anything can happen. So make this a priority for yourselves. Okay. Yeah, you don't want your loved ones to worry about what happens when you pass. Really, anyway. I cannot tell you what kind of peace this gives you once you have all these documents together. It will just give you such a sense of that everything's sorted, and a peaceful feeling. Okay, so the other thing is financial records. You can keep them. I think in South Africa it's up to 5 years for tax purposes. So your bank records, anything to do with loans, all that kind of stuff. Oh, the other important document is if you've got car registrations and title deeds for your house and all that kind of stuff, also all in that pack. Yeah, financial records. So keep your banking statements for the last 5 years, they say. I typically keep mine for about 7 years, and I feel more comfortable doing it that way. So anything older than 5 to 7 years, get rid of. Shred them, burn them, get rid of all those documents. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. So this comes on every now and again. Take a sweet. Okay, then we're going to go to post and bills. Now, as your post comes in, luckily we don't have a lot of post here. We do a lot of emails, and our bills come by email, which is actually a very good thing. But if you get post, flyers, old magazines, pamphlets, all that kind of stuff, just get rid of them. Whatever you do, just chuck them out. Don't let them lie around. Just get rid of them. Post, take out the bills, take them out. Put them in a stack so that you can pick them up when you need to pay your bills. Even better, in your calendar, put a little note of when you're supposed to pay the bill, and then you're not late when you need to pay the bill. Better yet, even get a debit order on your account so that that bill goes off automatically. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to pay any late fees or interest. And they will send you a statement, which you just print off and you file. Oh, excuse me, people. Just a second. Sorry about that. Okay, the rest of the stuff, trash it. If you don't need the papers right now, trash anything that you don't need. The rest of the stuff, put in a pile, and then make a plan that once a week that you will actually file the stuff, okay? Sorry about this. All right. Avina Celeste says, clutter doesn't just occupy the house in which you live, it occupies your mind. So, as I've been saying the whole time, clutter really does clutter your mind as well. And if you've been doing this work and decluttering and cleaning out your space, you will know that your mind is so much lighter and airier. There's space for the things that you really want. You're not worried about stuff. You can actually be thinking of your future rather than the stuff that's around you. All right. So let's stop here. All right. So let's go and see if there are any questions. Let's go to the chat. Okay. Now I've had a couple of questions that were sent in, so I'll read those and we'll answer them. Okay, so Tracy says, I've been decluttering, but when I did one area of my house, I found I needed to do another. Now my whole house is a mess. Dare I say it, I feel overwhelmed. Tracy, that's exactly what happens. If you are a doer, I mean, I do this as well. So you just want to get stuck in and get something sorted. And if you're in a space where there are multiple uses for the particular room, for example, if you have a lounge, but you use a part of your lounge as an office, so you start cleaning the lounge and you need to put stuff away, but then it kind of encroaches on your office space. So then you start on your office space and then you go, oh no, but then I have to file these things and then you have to, it does become overwhelming. So my suggestion is do a little bit of planning beforehand. Now I've told you, in order to not get overwhelmed, choose exactly what you want to do. Okay, so you want to clean out your desk and you give yourself a half an hour to do the task. And that's what you do. You stick to that. You stick to the area that you've decided you were going to clean, and you clean it and you declutter that area, and then you move on to the next one. Because if you if you take stuff that you don't want, for example, I was saying about cleaning out your closets and things that need to be fixed or donated. Now you're taking something, you're putting it, taking it out of your bedroom, you're putting it in the passageway. Now your passageway is cluttered. But the point is not for it to stay there. The point is just for you, a reminder for you to pick up the stuff, put it in your car, and actually take it to the tailor or take it to a donation. Or obviously, if you want to trash it, take it to the trash can. But do a little bit of planning in advance and decide what it is that you really want that space to look like and be at the end of it. And then just stick to that. And then tomorrow, when it's on your calendar, you've got another cupboard or closet to do, then you move on to that closet. I hope that helps. Okay, Cindy says, I grew up not having a lot of money, so I tend to hoard things and find it hard to let go. Any suggestions? Cindy, yes, I know exactly the feeling. If you didn't have a lot at any time, you tend to want to hold onto the things that you do have. And this is called a scarcity mentality because you think there isn't more coming. But realistically, think about it. You know that there is always, realistically, you do know that there is more stuff coming. So you know that there's more food going to be coming in. You know that you're going to be buying more clothes. So if you just pay attention and think about having a more of abundance mindset, that you have everything that you need right now, and trusting that if there is something that you don't have that you need, you will get it. Okay. So another thing I think of as a scarcity mindset is going to a sale. Now, I don't like sales at all because there are racks full of clothes, there are things all over the place. It's a mess. I don't like it. So I don't shop in sales. And people always say to me, yeah, but you miss bargains. But would you really pay, if you wouldn't pay full price for that item, Why would you want it at half the price? You're not going to wear it. You must want it enough to pay the full price for that thing. Otherwise, what is the point? And also, people buy things on sale, which they wouldn't even normally wear. They just go, oh, it's a bargain. But it's not really, because it goes back in your cupboard. You never wear it, but you still spent 500 Rand to buy that item, which was 1,000 Rand. But the point is, you didn't save 500, you actually spent 500. And you've got this item which you never wear anyway. So is it really worth it? So try and think about the things that you do have, even if you have a little. Practice a little bit of gratitude for the things that you do have, because you must want the stuff that you have. If you don't want it, get rid of it. Make space for something new. And this is what I've been teaching you for the last 5 weeks. So try and spend a little bit of time just appreciating the things that you do have the gratitude for that, and really let things go that don't belong in your life anymore. Okay. All right. Boutle says, I often hear, if it's not fun, don't do it. How can I apply fun to decluttering? Boutle, this is a real fun one, actually. Good, fun question. Okay, so a lot of people attribute fun to an outside thing. But where is the fun? The fun is within you. So you bring the fun. You create the fun. Now, as I was saying to Cindy earlier, appreciate the things that you really have. So now you're decluttering and you don't really enjoy it. But you do enjoy having a beautiful space, a clean space, a gorgeous space. Oh, I have to just interrupt you there. Look what my man put on my desk. Isn't this cute? Lovely. I keep looking at it. Anyway, so appreciate the things that you do have in your life. Firstly, you are decluttering the space that you're in. You have a house that you're cleaning. Be thankful that you have a roof over your head. Be thankful that you've got food to eat when you have to wash dishes. Be thankful that you have clothes that you get to iron. So these are all things that you'd be thankful for. And also, it depends on your attitude around the cleaning. If you put on some good music, and I know my sisters, you love your music, put on some good music and get cleaning. And I can promise you, it takes next to no time and your place is clean. So if you tackle something with a good attitude, before you know it, it was actually quite a good experience. You actually enjoyed it. Now, there are a lot of things that we maybe don't like doing, but you do them anyway because you like your why. For example, brushing your teeth. I don't think anybody likes brushing their teeth, but we do it because we like to have fresh breath and clean teeth, and we don't want to lose our teeth. And that is a good why. So why? Think about that feeling. Why do you want a beautiful, clean, upgraded surroundings? So that is why you are decluttering. And some good music. All right. Okay. So Selena says, I have all my late granny stuff in storage, but her style does not align with mine. Now I want to get rid of the storage, but I feel so guilty. All right, Selena, tell me, why do you feel guilty? Do you feel guilty because you think you should keep all your grand stuff? Or do you feel guilty because you worry about what your family's going to say, what other people's going to say? Other people are going to say, if you want to get rid of the stuff, what is it for you? So think about it this way. If you think you should, you don't. You don't need to do anything you don't want to do. If you think you're desecrating your grandmother's memory, wouldn't you rather have all those things donated to somebody who really care for them and that can really use them? Don't you think that would be more in line with your grandmother's memory than keeping them in a storage and not being seen or used or appreciated? So think about that. Another thing, if you're worried about what your family will say, maybe ask them if there were any of the items that they'd like to take. Because I can tell you, you'll probably find a few takers there. So decide what you want to do. And then maybe keep a memento if that's what you want. Repurpose it. I've got this beautiful old jug and it doesn't fit in with my decor. But I put flowers in there. I will use it for sauce. So I use this jug, and every time I use it, I think about my gran. But the rest of the stuff, I let go. So you don't have to feel guilty. All right. Okay, my friends, I think that is the end of the questions. All right. Okay, I just want to remind you, lastly, that I still have a few one-on-one coaching sessions left. So if you're interested, please email me on hello@livelifeinspire.co.za. We'll get on a consultation and I'll figure out what it is, where you are and how I can help you. And so let me know if you're interested in that. And then I really hope that you guys have found real value in this workshop. And I would love to have your feedback. Tell you that if you can tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, just to give me a little bit of an idea if I need to carry on producing the stuff that you do like. If there's something that I haven't mentioned that you would really like me to speak about, let me know with that as well. And then in May, I think it's the 2nd of May, I'm starting a new program. It's called my Day One program. Yeah, it starts on the 2nd of May and it's an 8-week program. And pretty much in this program, if you don't know what it is that you really want to do, I help you figure that out. This program is so good. So we figure out what it is that you want and how to go for it. So we show you how to go after the things that you really want in a very unique way, and what stopped you before of actually attaining those goals. All the things that get in the way, all the obstacles, I help you overcome all of that stuff. We really set you up for success. And I put most of my clients through this program and they have had phenomenal success with it. So please don't miss it. It is a brilliant program. So if you're interested, please drop me an email that you are interested in the Day One program on hello@livelifeinspire.co.za. Okay, and then obviously all the recordings I will send to you next week. So if you've missed this one, we can go ahead and listen to the replay. And then after that, it will be downloaded onto my website to purchase. So the lucky few of you who were here for the free program, thank you very much. And that is the end of our Declutter Your Life workshop. I hope you really enjoyed it. And thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me. And hopefully we'll see you inside the Day One program. Have a good evening. Goodbye.